Hello, class. I wanted to go over week 5 formative assessment. This is the lab tutorial that I want to go over this week. We are working with reversible reactions. And so you have the simulation, and let me bring up the lab. So this is the lab. And right here is the link for the simulation. So you want to hit your control button and then click on this link and it'll bring you up to the link. So let me show you the link. So this is the simulation and it goes through in the lab and it asks you different questions on what it wants you to do for the simulation. Part one is just for you to read and gain information about reversible reactions. But then when you get to part two, is where you're actually doing the experiment. And so for this part, just to show you a few things in the simulation, just to get your to understand what you're doing here, you want, when it says have the ruler at the top, the ruler itself is not adjustable, but the right or the A side and the B side, those platforms are adjustable. And so if you want the ruler at the top, then actually you are bringing your um, platforms up and down. Okay. So know that the platforms are going to move, your ruler itself, no. Okay. So you want the ruler at the top, so you want your platforms down. You want to add 50 um molecules at first to each side. And so make sure that when you're adding them that it's not in play. Because if it's in play, it starts bouncing around before you get started. Okay. Anytime you want to change the temperature. So if you want to heat it up, then you want to add heat. If you want to cool it down, you want to remove heat. But note that if you let go of the mouse, that will let go. So if you want to continue to add heat, you got to hold the mouse there, okay? Or if you want to remove your temperature, you want to hold it down, okay? And that'll change your temperature there. If you want to know about your species information or your energy histogram, you want to click both of those, and that will, you can move these around, okay, so that you can see them both. All right, so that'll give you that information that you need. If you want to use the timer, it's down here at the bottom. You'll start the timer. You can stop it, you can reset it. Okay, so all of these things you can manipulate, and you're going to be answering questions this week based on your simulations. And so sometimes it says um, you're going to set your level to 7. One of them says that. And so you want to go up to where it says 7. I think that's about 7. That's about as close as you're going to get to 7. Okay. If you're at 25, then you're going to go up here. And so you can move both of your platforms around and then you'll see what changes as you move those different parameters. Okay. And then for part two, which is another part of the experiment, now you are looking at your information and you want to plot. So you're looking at the time for different trials. For A and B, you have a graph that you're going to, I'm sorry, you have a table that you're going to fill out for information about that. Okay. But if you have any questions, let me know as you're working through this lab. But it's pretty straightforward. It follows what the questions ask you. You're going to do the simulation as you're looking over each of your different questions, and then you'll answer those questions. Remember, when you're turning in your lab reports, make sure that you turn in the lab report that has all of your information filled in. You can either scan it and then turn it in as a saved scan, or you can take pictures of it and then turn in the pictures. If you have questions, let me know. Have an awesome week. Bye bye.